Hello, my dears and my darlings. Welcome to your daily forecast. I am posting this with the intention for September 12th, but depending on where you are in the world or when you happen to see the video, it might not be the 12th. So we're just setting the intention here for a message for the next 24 hours whenever you happen to see this, and see what message is coming up here for everyone. I do have a weekly forecast video up. It's going to be a pick a card. So I have that linked in the description if you want to check out a weekly forecast for the week ahead. But the card here for today is the Wheel. And this is a Major Arcana card. Now, Major Arcana cards are going to come up anytime we're at a significant new crossroads or a defining time in our life. So even though I'm setting the intention for a 24-hour period of time, this is too big of an energy to fit into 24 hours. So whatever is happening for you in the next 24 hours is going to be setting things into motion for you. Now, we just recently had a full moon. We had full moon in Pisces. Full moon is a time that we very naturally release. So some of you could have in this most recent full moon released some pretty significant blocks. I feel some of you even released some really significant attachments. That's a whole nother subject. And so those of you who are releasing attachments, you're going to be very tired at this time. You're going to be very tired at this time. But this is a time that you are gearing up, right? Like you're getting unstuck and you're going to be moving forward to new big things. Something about this card intuitively makes me feel like many of you in the next 3 to 4 months are going to look at your life and be like, I never, ever, 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 ever in a million years thought I would ever live to see the day that I would be this happy or that I would have this thing, right? I feel like in the next 3 to 4 months, a lot of you are looking at your life and it feels like a miracle to you. Like you have to ask yourself, am I dreaming? Because something that you really wanted, you thought you could never have, but you're going to see that you have it. It happened. You manifested it. It came true. Because whatever was holding you back, I feel like right now you're releasing it. Okay? If you're tired right now, don't call yourself lazy. Don't try to push yourself too hard. Listen to your body. Okay, I feel like some of you are also feeling the need to do a really intensive spring cleaning, even though it's not really spring, but like a spring cleaning level type cleaning in your home. Sometimes I talk about, clearing away clutter and going through what you're not using and really like cleaning. Some of you are feeling this natural desire, like you just want to clear up space or you want to go through and do all that. Now this for some of you is going to be very exhausting because it's not just the physical act of moving around and getting rid of things. You're clearing energy. So as you're parting with certain items, you're parting or you're releasing memories or certain times in your life. So don't beat yourself up if you're like, man, I keep having to take breaks, or why is it taking me so long, or I should have been able to do more by now. Be gentle with yourself. Take the steps in the direction you want to be in. Do as much as you can each day, but be gentle with yourself and listen to your body. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Making sure that you're eating and that you're eating things that are giving your body vitamins and strength and fueling you, and making sure that you're getting good quality sleep. You're coming into a new cycle. You're coming into a new stage and a new phase. Now, I'm not going to say which deck it was. And I know in the weekly forecasts, you guys like me to do the weekly forecasts for each of the zodiac signs. That's how I normally did it. But because I'm still catching up on private readings from when I lost my voice, I did a pick a card for this coming week, for the 12th through the 18th. And I'm not going to tell you which pile it was, but for some of you who end up picking the pile and hearing the message, this wheel card over the course of the next 4 to 6 weeks. No. Sooner. 2 to 4 weeks. Next 2 to 4 weeks. You're going to have some people coming up to you and apologizing to you and making some confessions. And the reason why it's happening is these people have been very corded to you, and they've been parasitically feeding off of your energy. And your angels and guides are having these people stirring up their conscience to reveal their truth to you, so that you are no longer in the energy of slowing yourself down for these people or these situations, but rather you're in the energy of moving forward and focusing on yourself. So there might be certain things that some of you weren't doing. Ooh, wow, I just got this massive whiff of skunk. So strong. And to me, that's really significant. That's a confirmation that somebody, they're gonna show their ass. Okay. The truth is gonna come out. The stink is gonna come out. Something smells, right? It's gonna reveal itself. So, ooh, and it's getting stronger. It's gonna be revealed to you, okay? Because you've been making a sacrifice that you shouldn't have to make, okay? I'm going to tell you guys a quick story about the skunks and why that means something to me. I was working as a nanny several years ago, and it was a very bad family dynamic. The father had a really, really bad drinking problem, and I'm not putting down people with drinking problems. It runs in my family. I have compassion. I understand it. I'm not saying somebody with a drinking problem is a bad person, not by any means. But in this particular situation, he got very angry when he got drunk, very destructive. And the wife would antagonize him. She'd poke at him. And I felt really bad for the little baby. I didn't want to leave the little boy. And everything kept telling me, you have to leave, it's not a good situation. And I kept seeing skunks. I kept having skunks come up to my window. I'd be running errands. I'd come back from the grocery store in the evening, and there'd be skunks walking past the car. I kept seeing skunks. And so I felt I think this is a message. And a lot of truth came out. A lot of bad stuff came out about the family, about the mom, a lot of things she was lying to me about, a lot of ways she started trying to trick me into from my limited salary, and she was paying me so little. I don't even want to say how much she was paying me. It was so little. To pay for the groceries. She'd tell me, well, I don't have money for groceries this week. I don't have money for food for the baby. My husband spent it all. And later on, all of that was lies. She was just a very money-hungry person. All this stuff came out. But what ended up happening was, I had to leave in the middle of the night, and I didn't have a car at the time. It was almost it was past midnight. The dad got drunk, and he just came downstairs and came into my room and just started smashing and breaking everything and taking my stuff and throwing it over the balcony. This was in the Hollywood Hills, a big old house in the Hollywood Hills. And he just came after me, and I just ran out like with nothing in the middle of the night, just like running through the streets. And he's running after me, like calling my name. And I'm like texting people and calling people. Finally, I got a hold of my little brother. My little brother came and picked me up, and he just like wreaked havoc on all my stuff. All the other nannies were calling me, and they were like, "Where are you? Get somewhere safe. He's outside. He's looking for you. He's gonna, unalive you." Like, all the other nannies were worried about me. I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm safe." And it was such like a catastrophic thing, and it was a tower moment. I didn't want to leave that baby. I felt very bad for that baby. I was making a lot of sacrifices to be there for that baby. But I had to see the ugliness of the parents, right? And I had to call the police, and the police got involved, and child services got involved, and like everything resolved the way it needed to be resolved, and that baby got the help that baby needed. But like, I had to see the ugliness, because I was putting up with a lot, and I was basically working for free, and whatever money she was paying me was going back into the baby, and she was sitting on a ton of money, right? So it was just, it was a really ugly situation, and just the things about the dad, and I didn't know he had so much hatred for me. I don't even know what I did. It was just a really bad situation, but the skunks always make me think of that now. I'm not saying that you're going to have a catastrophic moment. I'm not saying that you're going to have a tower moment, but you're going to see some ugliness, or you're going to see a side of someone that you didn't know that was there. And it's going to happen so that you're not making unnecessary sacrifices. And as soon as you stop making those unnecessary sacrifices, you're going to see your life move forward and get unstuck in a very rapid pace, in a very rapid pace. You're going to see changes happen so fast. And so some of you have felt stagnant. The time of stagnation is over. Things are moving forward now. You're coming into a new cycle, and the universe is showing you what you need to see and revealing to you what needs to be revealed, so that you're able to give yourself permission to move on and move forward, and not feel bad about it, and not be looking back over your shoulder, right? You can move forward confidently, and things will transpire very quickly. Things will come together very quickly as a result. You may want to check out the weekly forecast, pick a card video for the week ahead. I'll have that linked in the description. Love readings for September are also linked in the description. And if you want to schedule a private reading with me, keep in mind I'm still catching up on private readings. But there is a link in the description that will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous day ahead, and hopefully see you in tomorrow's message. Take care and be well, my darlings.